Tonya Dare, and today I want to talk to you about the transition between the old and the new. You're attaining that financial freedom. And I thought I would talk about this because I realized that probably it's not talked about very often enough, and there's the possibility that you might feel like you are alone on this journey. You're the only one feeling this pain, this uncomfortable feeling of trying to leave what you've been comfortable with. Doesn't serve you anymore, but that's been your comfort zone, and going into this new terrain that you do not know what it entails, how it's gonna what you don't know what that life is going to look like. It's totally unfamiliar to you, and a lot of times a lot of us struggle within that transition. And so if I don't talk about it, and most people don't, then there is a high chance that you then feel like you're alone in the journey. Please do not think that at all. There is that transition period, and I want us to delve deep into what that looks like. Financial freedom doesn't necessarily relates just to wealth or money. It also relates to aligning your life to the values you hold dear, the values that are truest to you. And this is going to be different from person to person depending on what values you hold at high esteem, or how you've prioritized your life, prioritize your value system. So it's going to be different from, so don't ever try and compare with someone else, because everyone is on a different path. Creating a life that aligns with your values will serve you long term. However, in the short term, it is very uncomfortable. We're talking about you facing those financial habits that you've had in the past that do not serve you, facing the life that you've had that doesn't serve you, facing those things that you've done for far too long. It feels like home, it feels very comfortable, but you know it doesn't make you happy. We're talking about abandoning those things and moving towards those dreams and goals and desires that you have. If everyone could actually just sort of catapult and go into that new you, then we'll all do that, right? Because it's going to be so easy. However, it's not that easy. One thing I want you to stop and think about is, how did this old life or that old life serve you? What are the pain points? What are the things that you weren't able to achieve in that old life? I want you to almost write them down. Think about the painful moments that you've had. Think about those moments you were moved to tears. Actually, write those moments down when you actually cried your eyes out because you just thought about the life you lived and the dreams you've had since you were a child, and how there was such a clash and things were not aligning to what you imagined it was. Think about those times when you did things that you did not want to do and you were very upset with yourself, but you felt stuck because you just couldn't. There was no. You felt like there was no other way. This was the only way I had to do this because I have to pay the bills. And think about all of those uncomfortable habits and mindsets that you've had that has not served you. Write it down. And the reason why I say that is reflecting on those things, calling it what it is, a lot of times makes it easier for you to identify when it's trying to call back. This is not a time where you just don't think, oh, I'll just move on from that. I just not talk about it. No, you want to actually talk about it. You want to name it. You want to understand what those feelings are. How does it make you feel? Remind yourself of what those things are, such that the moment you're finding yourself trying to crawl back to that old feeling, you will tell yourself, nope, I don't want to have these feelings anymore. These are the things that I experienced whilst I was living this old life. I do not want it anymore. So I will bite the bullets. I will feel the uncomfortable feeling in my tummy. I will feel. I will go through this whole process to transition into my new life, into the new life I have chosen, I have drawn, I have desired for myself. And I think it's really good. When you do that, you will recognize the need for the change that we're talking about. Because I mean, I can sit here and talk to you all day long until you go through that exercise yourself and recognize the need for the change. Maybe for you, you are going to be breaking a generational pattern that's always happened. Maybe you're going to be the first person to start up a business. You'll be the first person to go to university. You'll be the person to earn a six-figure salary. You'll be the first person to have seven figures in your bank account. I don't know what it means to you. You might be breaking a pattern, and so even so much, I think so much of that there's more of a weight on you at that point, because it's like I'm stepping into unfamiliar territories here. Is there a reason why everyone around me hasn't done it? And am I being stupid or silly to actually go ahead and think I can attain this? There are going to be loads of feelings, but the moment you've identified those things, it makes you understand and recognize the need for change, giving you as much push and belief in yourself to go ahead on this journey. And the importance of this self-awareness is such that it would help you solidify your need for change. It will solidify the need for the change. It would solidify and convince you even more why you need to take the steps that you're taking. Right. And then we go on to then setting financial goals. The goals are there for you to look up to. So thinking, I want to achieve this. This is why I'm doing this. This will give me freedom to spend time with my family and friends. This will give me freedom to spend time on myself. So this will give me time to actually, whatever it is, whatever. I mean, it's a blank check. You write what you want on that check. What is going to happen in between those two things is the journey to your financial freedom. Can I break the news to you? You will feel stuck sometimes. It will be very uncomfortable. At times, you question why you're doing what you're doing. Why do I have this uncomfortable feeling? Why am I feeling stuck? Why is it so difficult to actually make ends meet here? After all, when I was in this old life, I was depending on a job, and yes, I didn't have any extra at the end of the day, but at least I know I could actually have my three square meals. And on this other end, I can see that this life I'm building will mean that it's not just three square meals. I can go on holiday. I can give to charity. I can help private school my kids if that's what you want, or I can go on. I can buy myself this luxury thing. So you can see what that. But in between, someone is asking you sacrifice some of the meals so you can invest some of that money in it, and it's like I'm almost getting into a tighter position to get it, and so it gets really uncomfortable. You could really feel stuck, but that's the journey, and it is okay if that's how you feel right now. It can be challenging. A good way I can explain this is, imagine you trying to go on a weight loss journey, trying to lose weight. You felt that you've been at one stage where you've eaten everything, you've just stuffed your face with food, eaten as much as you can, enjoyed it, but you've also felt the displeasure of you just being lethargic, not being able to move, or you not being able to run around the park with your kids, not feeling clear in the morning, not having that focus and energy at all times, whatever it is that you felt with that. And then you're going on to this journey. You can see what you're going to look like. You can see the six packs. You can see how you're going to be happy to have your summer body or whatever it is you want to call yourself. So you can see what that goal looks like. In between, when you're actually skipping those meals, and I'm saying this because I know I'm going through that right now. And then sometimes you just tell yourself, "Oh my goodness, I just want to have a cup of ice cream. Oh, I just want to have pancakes. I just want to do this. I just want to." And it's like, why do I have to go through this? And he's uncomfortable at that point in time. And I'm liking that because it's similar. That is very uncomfortable when you're having to skip meals. Like I always say, you know what? I've had a lot of meals in the last few months or weeks or whatever it is to last me a lifetime. So I should be comfortable with this uncomfortable feeling. I should be okay to feel hungry right now because you know what? I know what it is I'm attuned to. My body is changing, is getting used to now feeding little as against what I used to feed. That's exactly the same thing with your financial freedom journey. The fact that you're going to go through that pain point where you feel that it is almost you've got to see it as an obstacle you need to overcome. I need to overcome this feeling. I need to overcome this phase. I need to conquer this stage for me to get to that goal. And one of the things I'll say would help you on this journey is having key milestones. So again, I'll liken it back to the weight loss. You know, okay, when I lose 5 kg, I'm happier because I know that I am also back on that journey. I'm rewarding. I mean, I'm doing it to reward yourself, but I'm giving myself a pat on the back that, you know what, I have done this. And I think one of the things that will help you in this moment are you just having the milestones, obviously becoming, developing new habits, enjoying the journey. Start picking up the things that you're enjoying. And yes, this is the goal, but what are the things that we're enjoying as you're going, as you're going along? The feeling of actually being in control of your own self, control of your own time, setting your goals and actually following through. um but also the mindset shift you're not experiencing, the healthy habits you're building, and to just enjoy that transformational journey. I always say the reasons why you want to enjoy that transformation, not just for yourself, but perhaps in the future, when you are in that new self of yours, you can help others on this journey. You can inspire them with the transformation that you've been able to experience. You can also actually just help them on that journey by sharing your story. So that, I mean, you think about what's going to motivate you. But guess what? I've come here to explain to you. You are not alone on that transformational journey. You're not the only one feeling the pinch. You're not the only one feeling um withdrawn at times. Sometimes you just feel like, you know what, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I going through this? You're not the only one feeling so I wanted to share with you all the things that you can actually do to get you through that journey from place A to place B. Until next time, my name is Toyin Ayandare on the Financial Freedom Now Show. Thank you so much for tuning into every episode. Can I please ask you that you like this one, share with your family and friends. Please, please, please let people know this is happening. It does help. It goes a long way. That's all the payments I can ask you to give me. You can help me share and spread the love, spread the knowledge, spread the old journey. Let people know you're actually growing on your own self, but also help that next person. I think thank you so much for tuning in week out. I do cannot thank you enough. Until next time, God bless you. Stay blessed.